People, thank you for tuning in to another episode of Pretty Girl Problems. Tonight, I got Seminary Tiff, aka Take Your Bitch, man.
Right here.
God,
in the flesh, you know what's going on, man. Come suck my deal, no. Strap down, just let strap down. What's up with Pretty Girl Podcast?
Hey, just trying to show the Bay some love. Like, I love to highlight and celebrate people from the Bay. So tell the people who Seminary Tiff is, where you from, all that good stuff.
Seminary Tiff, like she just said, also known as Big Tiff. To a lot of my, early fans that have been rocking with me for a long time. From Oakland, California, born and raised. Been doing music since about high school is when I started taking it serious. I'm also dibbling into acting right now. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of gay female actors on some of your favorite TV shows right now. So I'm trying to wiggle my way into that.
Are you gay?
Yeah.
I thought you was just Tiff.
No. We definitely lesbian out here, you know what I'm saying? Been that way my whole life, you know what I'm saying? Dealing with women, crazy women, you know what I'm saying? But music has always been something, it was like my outlet. Right. You know what I'm saying? It was a way I could express myself, and I found it as a way that I could feed my family. Right. You know what I'm saying? And create some generational wealth and all that, you know what I'm saying? So
you definitely like a triple threat.
Definitely.
You rap,
sing,
act, and you act.
Right. I don't feel like ain't nothing I can't do.
And then you something like a philanthropist.
Oh, yeah.
Because I've been watching you, and I see how you help the community.
Oh, yeah.
You know.
Definitely. This was my first time. This year was my first backpack giveaway in honor of my late grandmother. You know what I'm saying? My grandmother dedicated her life to saving the women and children.
And it's so, you know what? I was going to get to that. Because I was, not only did I want to celebrate you, but I want to celebrate your grandmother.
Right.
Because she was the first woman over seminary that did big things for women in the community.
Right. Minnie Thomas is in charge.
We as mothers was a person that made sure that the family stayed together, that they were happy, that they were fed, that, the rent was paid and that kind of stuff. I mean, for the first time in my life, I see black women abandoning their children. For the first time in my life, I see hungry black children.
Crack cocaine is the most ruinous drug, and many of its victims are poor minority women and children.
My grandmother started her drug program called the Solid Foundation in 1987. She said she was tired of seeing her black women abandoning their children. Yeah. This was the first drug that really hit the black community. It hit a lot of communities, but mainly black communities, you know what I'm saying? And it tore apart families, where a lot of women left their kids, and so it's a lot of misplaced kids in the communities. It's a lot of crack babies, like they like to call them now, that's, you know what I'm saying, got displaced because their mom or dad, got into crack, either started selling it or they started using it, you know what I mean? So my grandmother created it. She had up to 3 homes with like 10 to 15 women in each home. She taught them how to, rehabilitate themselves, you know what I'm saying? Like, some of them had to get, from jail, they had to get court mandated to get their children back. They had to get in the program. So one of my grandmother program was the top of the list, was Mandela House programs, because she was like one of the only ones. She was actually the first one to come out of Oakland, California.
So is that the Mandela House that's in West Oakland?
Or yes, it was a Mandela House in West Oakland. Yes.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
She had the transitional housing in West Oakland, and then she had another house called Mandela One, because her homes were named after Winnie Mandela. That's where the name Mandela came from. Yeah. She believed in that lady's movement and what she did over there in Africa, and she wanted to make her program be remembered by something powerful. Yeah. You know what I mean? So that's why she chose that. But she saved a lot of women's lives. She saved a lot of children. Yeah. I have women come up to me today like, your grandmother the reason I got my kids. Your grandmother the reason I'm still here. Because my grandmother was real personal with the women. Mm-hmm. She really cared about rehabilitating these women. It wasn't like she was about the money. Right. A lot of these programs is about get the body in there, get the money, and that's it. She left an imprint on those women when it was like they didn't want to disappoint Minnie. Right. You know what I mean? It was that deep with it, where when she told her story about how my grandfather died at work, he burned up in a fire. Then she lost her home. So my grandmother came from nothing with 3 children, no husband, started a business, took care of us. When she died, she owned 2 properties and left money for all her grandchildren and her kids, and what better way to go out, and you took care of your community and your kids and your whole family, you know what I mean? So those women really believed in her and believed in her movement. Like, this woman did all this and she's still here and going strong. So definitely shout out to Minnie Thomas, man. She was a big inspiration for me as a woman, witnessing that greatness. You know what I'm saying? Witnessing somebody lose everything, hearing my grandma's story. I'm like, how did you do it? Yeah. How your husband burned up, your house burned up. Right. and you still at 57 start your business and get, you know, you dedicate
57?
your 57.
She
was 57 and they never too late to get yourself together. You know what I mean? She never got into drugs, never did drugs, nothing like that. You know, and could have. But she kept her head on strong and believed in taking care of her family. Yeah. And she did that till the day she died. You know what I mean?
That's
so she's a big reason why I'm still standing here right now today.
Yeah.
Talking to you.
Yeah.
It's because I witnessed
she
that.
definitely made a big impact on you, because as I listen to your music, you have different sounds.
Yeah, definitely.
You know, when I first heard of you and the first song that I heard, I was like, okay, she is straight thug. She hard.
Right.
Gangsta, you know. Right. Then I heard another song, it's like straight love. Mm-hmm. Like you give it, like I love the song you made to the little girl that lost her life.
There were a lot of people out and about that summer
Seminary Tiff, man. This song is dedicated to Ayana Dominguez, who was murdered July 10th, 2014 in Oakland, California. You know, we got to remember people like her that's just caught up in other people's lifestyles, you know? Yep. Look, times change, so I guess I need a new watch. These niggas killing for nothing, I need a new Glock. Innocent people losing their lives over stupid shit. Eviction notice heard away, these niggas moving shit. And rest in peace to Ayana, that wasn't meant for you. That's why your sister right here, we gon' remember you.
You put the family in the video and just gave love and light to that.
Right.
That was pretty awesome.
That was one of my favorite songs that I ever did, because it meant that much to that family. That was actually my wife's sister that was murdered in Oakland, California at the Wendy's on Fruitvale, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you know, it wasn't her time to go. It wasn't for her. It wasn't nothing she did that caused that act. Right. You know what I'm saying? And it actually ended up being a mistaken identity. It wasn't for neither one of them. You know what I mean? So it's just how life is and how crazy Oakland can be.
Right.
You know what I mean? And she just was caught up in that. And when my wife told me like the story and was like, "Can you do a song for my sister?" I'm like, "Hell yeah. Yeah. Let me do this." You know what I'm saying? This is what this music is all about. Yeah. Is that you can make a song that can last forever and, you know what I'm saying, give people a feeling and can help them remember something they lost. You know what I'm saying? So that song, man, that song meant a lot to me. Never forget, man. Make sure y'all go listen to that right now on YouTube. Yeah. Never forget that. That's a dope song.
Yeah. And so, from my understanding, Brat is the reason you took rap serious. Because you was rapping before.
Drink to that.
Yes. Drink to the Brat.
Drink to the Brat. Congratulations to the Brat and her baby. Beautiful baby boy, man.
Yeah. So, you was rapping. You was already doing your thing. But then when you saw Brat, and you know what? I love how you identified with her. You knew that she was gay.
From the jump.
You know, but everybody else was questioning it. And I love how you just knew and you just took on that and said, you know what, I'm finna get serious with this shit and make it happen. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That was pretty deep. So once you realized that, okay, I'm about to do this, what was the first thing you did that was serious in your career?
Entering my first talent show for me was my kickoff moment. Okay. To me, if I would have failed at that, I don't know if I would have kept going. Yeah. I just don't know. You know, to me, that was my moment where I was like, I'm finna show everybody I can rap. I know I got it. Finna do it. Yeah. And then when I did it, I won first place at Skyline's first annual talent show up at Skyline High, and crowd went crazy. Old school went crazy. I ended up being on TV from there on Channel 13, KQED. They aired it on TV. So from that moment on, I was like, oh, I'm on fire. Yeah. It just gave me a high that money can't buy. To say that. Yeah. It was like, oh, I'm loved. It was a feeling I'm still chasing to this day. Right. One of the reasons I do music is that feeling you get when people that don't even know you. I had a woman come up to me with her husband at the end of a show like, I just want to give you a hug. Can I give you a hug? And I'm like, damn, I got this woman with her nigga want to hug me. Like, what the fuck? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That you could just give a person that feeling from doing